Live at 6. I'm Brooke Wagner.
And I'm Dan Maries. For the third straight month, the Border Patrol's Tucson sector leads the southwest border in migrant apprehensions, and more than half of the people caught are crossing the border in family groups. Just last week, CBP found this group of more than 100 migrants crossing the border near Nogales. CBP says most of them were family groups.
13 News reporter Bud Foster shows us why this situation puts even more strain on border agents and migrant aid groups.
2 or 3 months ago, it was predominantly singles who are coming to us. Now it's 77% of the folks coming to us are families.
And that is borne out by the numbers. According to the Border Patrol statistics in September, in the Tucson sector alone, which is the busiest sector, there were fewer than 20,000 single adults, but more than 28,000 were what Border Patrol calls FMUAs, or family unit aliens.
It could be, desperate situations in their home countries that are causing the families to take this risk to move folks. It's also in terms of a time of year.
For families making the trek with small children, this is the best time of year, not the grueling heat of summer nor the cold of January. But the number of families and the quick transition from singles poses a problem for housing because families may need longer to shelter.
Funds that they need to fly a family of 5 or 7 or something like that across the country. So we have to give them a little bit more time to make that possible.
At the Benedictine Monastery in 2019, as many as 300 migrants might show up in a day, mostly Central Americans. But now that seems almost quaint to the 1,500 who arrive daily now and are sheltered in 2 congregate shelters and several hotels.
We have enough hoteling spaces in place, enough congregate spaces, and enough transportation that we should be okay through the next few months.
As long as the federal money continues to flow through Tucson, Casalitas, the city and the county, should be able to handle the increased flow. But what's causing so many families to journey so far? One answer.
I was talking to a family that just arrived with us last week, that they had their oldest son, it was a family of 5, and their oldest son had been disappeared by the organized crime in their house, in their home community. And they've been trying to search for him, trying to figure out what happened to him, even, have a body to bury.
And when the group showed up at their front door, like so many other families, they left before their other children met the same fate. A cycle repeated over and over. I'm Bud Foster, 13 News.